So you're having severe joint pains, muscle spasms, and it seems like it will never come to an end. Well, I have great news for you. Today we're going to be looking at a herb that has been used for over 500 years to alleviate the symptoms relating to inflammation in the joints, muscle spasms, in as little as 30 minutes. That's right. In as little as 30 minutes, this herb is not only well known in Jamaica and has been used for over 500 years for helping persons with inflammation, but it is used in a number of countries worldwide and for other uses as well. You don't want to miss today's episode of Herbally Speaking. I am Dr. Ben Israel. You are watching Herbally Speaking on HallelujahLifestyle.com. Do not move. We'll be right back. Alright guys, so the plant that you're looking on is Cowfoot, and it's called Cowfoot because of the size of the leaves and also because of the shape of the leaf. Without a shadow of a doubt, this guys is one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory herb out there as it relates to dealing with muscle spasms and problem in the knees. I've actually started recommending this herb just recently. I used to recommend persons to get the cabbage, the green foliage of the cabbage, and make a compress. That is to macerate the cabbage, to break it up, pulverize it until all the juice comes out, and then to apply it on the affected area. Use a plastic wrap to wrap the knee overnight, and it definitely will bring instant relief. The problem that I have found though, and I found out with two of the persons that I did so, one person who came to me had a knee brace on, and of course the pain went, and so when he came to me the second time, he wasn't wearing a knee brace anymore. However, I noticed that there was a rash on his leg, and when I spoke to his wife, who was the person who prepared it, she told me that the last batch that she did not wash it properly, and so a rash came up, but the pain went. The second person that I recommended it to was a lady who used it. Of course, the pain decreased, but what happened was that she had developed a number of small bumps filled with pus. As a matter of fact, there was one at on the back of her heel that was causing excruciating pain, and that was basically an abscess that had developed. What I found out is that the cabbage that were used were cabbages that were fertilized. They were cabbage that were laden with chemicals. And since then, I've stopped recommending cabbage as a compress, and I've started recommending Cowfoot. And I'll explain just why. Not only is it anti-inflammatory, but it has a number of key properties that makes it the ideal herb to use as a compress for muscle spasm and also for as it relates to joint pains. All right, so not only is this herb known in Jamaica and very useful in Jamaica, but it is used in a number of countries in North America and in Africa, and is used for many different conditions. In the Philippines, for example, the fresh leaves are applied on the surfaces of abscess. So you can apply the leaves on, warm the leaves, apply it on abscess, and what it will do is that it will help to burst the abscess. The juice also, as I said, is also applied, juiced, it's beaten, the juice is extracted, and it is applied to the eyes for persons who may have pink eye, or as we call it, conjunctivitis. In French Guyana, the plant is used as a remedy for tapeworms. In other countries, it is used as an anti-scorbutic or diuretic herb. And as I said, there are herbs like plantain, which helps in healing broken bones and wounds. This herb is another herb, and there are very few herbs that has that anti-scorbutic property, and those are herbs that help to prevent conditions like scurvy and also help in healing bones as well. So powerful combination of inflammation, anti-scorbutic properties. So this is what sets Cowfoot apart as a super herb for healing, for dealing with inflammation in the joints and dealing with muscle spasms and all those. In 30 minutes or less, persons who use this testify that they have received results. In Africa, it is used as a poultice for swelling, for boils and burns. The juice is taken as an emmenagogue, which means that it is used to induce blood flow for women who may be having menstrual problems. It is used as a galactagogue. That means it's used to induce the letdown of milk for mothers who are breastfeeding, who may be having problems nursing. The juice is also used as an ear drop for ear aches, for ear infections, and so on and so forth. A decoction of the leaves or the roots is used for jaundice, for malaria, and for urinary problems. Hear this, guys. It's also used for conditions such as syphilis and gonorrhea, for constipation and stomach aches. It is also used for migraines. Remember, you can get the herb, a ton of uses of this particular herb. A decoction of the freshly washed herb. So you get it again, you can make a decoction for that. You can use it green or you can use it dry for children who are having fever. In Côte d'Ivoire, Central Africa, the leaves are used to regulate menstruation and prevent abortion. So for women who may be having problems carrying their pregnancy to full term, a lot of women get pregnant and lose it in the first trimester. This is one of the herbs that helps to retain that pregnancy. In Guyana, the plant is used to expel tapeworms. In Congo, the leaves are used as a vermifuge, that is to deal with worms. In the Cameroons, it's used for toothaches and hypertension. Guys, a myriad of uses of the cowfoot. In Nigeria, the leaves and the roots and the fruits, which is this section here, the fruits, it's used for rheumatism, for inflammatory tumors, for stomach pains. The leaves boiled with local palm kernel oil is used as a laxative for pregnant women. And I would encourage you to be careful with that because that can also cause an abortion. The root decoction in local dry gin is used for inflammation and rheumatism. So if you dig out the root, if you get the root out, if you extract the root, then you can soak the root. You can soak the root in alcohol and also use it to apply to joint pains and so on and so forth. In Madagascar, the leaves are applied in friction for rheumatism. In Brazil, it's used for bath treatment, for edema and uterine problems. It's also used for malaria in Brazil. In Malaysia, the fruit chewed with betel leaves is used for cough. A myriad of use of this particular herb. Let me show you the fruits, which are these, are quite bitter. And what we used to do is we used to use them as cigarettes when we were young. So we would use them as cigarettes as children growing up. And this is maybe some of you guys watching in the diaspora, this is how maybe you would have remembered this particular herb, but it has a myriad of uses. I want to thank you for watching. I'm in the rainforest here, doing these videos. I want to thank you, and if they were of any help to you, please like, subscribe, and share. And we want to hear from you. If you have any comments or questions, please shoot them away. All right, so this is Dr. Ben Israel here saying thank you for watching. And remember, your health is your responsibility. And the greatest weapon against sickness and disease is education, not medication. See you in our next video.